Today we're testing the top 5 air purifiers from Dyson, Blue Air, Levoit. The results actually surprised me. We're gonna see how fast do these clean the air. I have a smoke machine, an air quality monitor, and a whole bunch of other equipment to test how these air purifiers actually work and which one is worth your money. We have links and codes for everything down below. Whatever you buy helps make us money so we can keep making videos like this. The first air filter is the Blue Air 211. This is actually the one that I have in my bedroom currently. It goes as low as 23 decibels up to 53 decibels according to the documentation. It costs $279 to $350 depending on the sale. And this is supposed to circulate the air in 635 square feet in 12 minutes or 1,500 square feet in 30 minutes. Let's test this bad boy out. This is how the test is gonna work. We're gonna put it inside of this tent. I'm going to zip up the tent. We have a smog machine and 2 air quality monitors inside of here. I'm gonna turn on the smog machine and we're gonna see how long it takes for the air purifier to clean the air. Okay, so first step, check the air quality before. As you can see, it says right here, so it says 6 and 14. If you look at the app here, it says 8. So we're at a low PPM. So now we're gonna turn on the smoke machine. All right, we're gonna fill it up with smoke. This is gonna increase the PM 2.5 particulate matter. This is obviously very good science, by the way. We're gonna start the clock. Turn on the air purifier real fast. 1, 2, 3, start. Dun 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 dun. It's now clearing the smoke. I would say that is cleared. And now we'll see when it hits sub 10 ppm and then close to 10 ppm. How long does it take with the Blue Air? 3 minutes, 40 seconds to 0. Pretty good. Speed and cleanliness are good on the Blue Air. One thing you also need to keep in mind is when you do have air purifiers, you do have to replace the filters. There's carbon filters, HEPA filters, wide variety of stuff. Over time, the filters get dirty and you have to replace them. So it's not gonna be as effective if you don't replace your filters. So make sure you do that. So the power consumption at max is using 58 watts and 0.48 amps. And it took about 0.01 kilowatts for the power. Next up, we have the Levoit Core 300, very popular filter. This is the one that Zach actually has. This is $99 off of Amazon with a 141 CFM CADR, 24 decibels, and it's built for 1,000 square feet to replace the air in about 1 hour. It's the smallest of the one. It's a pretty popular brand. I think I've seen a lot of people buy this. I don't know how effective this is going to be, but we're about to find out. Everything's zipped up. All right, Levoit, time to smoke. Okay, we're on. Stop. Here we go. So obviously the smallest is gonna take a bit more time. Aware is showing 1,000 for PM 2.5. You can see it cleaning out the air. A little airflow going up here. It's definitely circulating air, but it's not cleaning the air as well. Like there's so much residual still. We're at about 1:10. I think we're good. So that took about 1 minute and 51 seconds to clean everything out. Our sensor's still showing 1,000 ppm for PM 2.5, 42.3 watts at max usage, and 0.36 amps at full speed, and almost negligible. So the power usage is very small. All right, so this is saying 1,000 right now. We're almost at clear air. All right, I think it's clear, 155 for clear air. Let's see how long the Aware monitor takes to update. Still at 1,000. All right, we're at 500. We're at 500, about 2.5 minutes in. 3.5 minutes. Let's see if it hits 0. Almost 4 minutes. So the Levoit air filter, visually clean, under 10, and close to 0. This is the Coway Air Mega 250 Smart Air Purifier. $400 on Amazon, about 20 decibels. They rate it for 930 square feet to clean the air in 30 minutes. This is actually one of my original air filters. I have like 4 of these. I'm gonna slide this in here. And if you do plan to buy any of these air filters, note that there are links down below. If you click that link, it helps support the channel so we can keep making videos like this. There are Amazon and a brand affiliate links. So any purchase will help cover the costs of making this content. So whatever you do, just click that link in the description when you buy, and it helps make us a little extra cash to cover the costs. Our outside PM 2.5 is 7 right now, so it ranges, I think, from 5 to 10 probably. Let's seal up the chamber. Activate smoke. On. Here we go. Visual, under 10 and close to 0. Coway's pumping hard. Come on, baby Coway, I love you, I know. You can do this. All right, Aware is at 1,000. Wow, it's going fast. Visual, 44 seconds. Now we'll wait for the Aware sensor There is a little bit of a delay, but it's gonna have the same delay for every device. At least I hope. It is a consumer device. If anyone knows great air quality testing devices that we can use for future videos, if we can afford it, we will make it happen. Let us know in the comments. 977, we're dropping. Took us about 2 minutes, 22 seconds to get under 10. 4 minutes to hit 0. 0.7576 amps. 57, 56.9, 57.1 watts. And almost 0 kilowatts so far. That's the energy usage. This is the Air Doctor 3500. It is $519 on Amazon, about 34 decibels, 630 square feet in 15 minutes, or 1,260 square feet in 30 minutes is the full clean air refresh. Air Doctor is a really good brand, supposedly. I've heard great things about them. They are quite expensive, but I've heard that they're pretty good. And I think this is one of their most popular models. So I'm excited to test this out because I've never actually tried it. Air Doctor, I think, is a bit of a cheesy name, but this should do really well. From what I've heard, it has almost just as fast as airflow as the Blue Air, so it should be pretty close to that. Just a tad bit slower. All right, PM is about 11 right now as the baseline. Initiate, smoke. Stopwatch. Are we ready? The hard part is finding the on button in the smoke. There we go. Start. Not the best sequencing on process, not the best science, but we're working with what we got. You can see it's already starting to clean the air. It's going pretty fast. Yep. Looks clean to me. 40 seconds, visual clean. 62, 19. 1 minute 40 seconds for a sub 10. 2 minutes 30 seconds to get to 1. At max speed, it's using around 91, 92 watts. So it looks like it dropped a little bit. Amps, about 1.13 amps. 85 watts, 86. Now this is the second most expensive of the bunch. It is $999. The Dyson Purifier Big and Quiet Formaldehyde BP03. 56 decibels, airflow of 32 square feet. This thing is massive. It looks really funky. Dyson supposedly makes really high quality stuff, but I've also heard mixed reviews about the Dyson air purifier, so I really want to see if this actually can clean the air faster than the Air Doctor and the Blue Air, which are way cheaper. So we're about to test this out. This one has wheels, which is kind of cool, but it is really weird. It's really funky looking, and it comes with a remote. It takes up half a New York City apartment, that's for sure. All right, starting out at PM 10 on the Aware sensor right there. Smoke, activate. All right, here we go. We're gonna press on. Start the timer. On, start. Maximum fans. We can kind of see it a little bit. 1,000 for PM 2.5. So we know the air quality is bad. Been pretty standard across all the air filter tests. Wow, for $1,000, this is already almost twice as slow as the Blue Air and the Air Doctor. Not good, Dyson. What are you doing? All right, visually almost there. Yeah, my biggest fear is Dyson has like a very good brand name. People trust it. They make great vacuums, no doubt about it. Maybe great hair dryers. When it comes to air purifiers, I don't know if they're the best. This is almost as good as the Levoit one, which is like $200 and it's like a third of the size. 9. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to get below 10. Oof. 0.44 amps and 30.8 watts. So it's not using as much power as the other ones. 0 kilowatts so far. So it's pretty energy efficient, but it's also slower in terms of cleaning the air. Let's see if it actually hits 0, goes back up. 0. All right, 346. 3 minutes and 46 seconds to get to 0 ppm. Definitely on the slower end, but it got there. What's crazy is this is the second most expensive, and it's the second slowest in terms of cleaning the air. Kind of disappointing for such a large piece of machinery. But what's nice is the Dyson, the Jasper, the Air Doctor all have automatic sensing. There are Blue Air models that do as well. It'll detect when the air quality gets bad, and it increases its uptake to clean out the air as fast as possible. So if you're cooking at home, I don't think most people realize, but you should really turn on the fan because cooking can be really bad for your air quality, bad for your lungs. If you're not turning on the fan to get all that smoky air out, it's not good for you. If you have one of these automatic air filters, you'll realize every time you cook, that air filter is gonna power up. All right, this is the Jasper Pro. It is $999. They keep cutting on the price. Sometimes it's $1,100, depending on which one you buy. 600 CADR and 30 decibels, and it's built for 1,600 square feet. This one was sent to me for free. I love that the form factor is really thin and tall, so it doesn't take up a lot of floor space, fits well in a New York City apartment. I don't like that there's no like automatic lights on it. You have to like, either manually keep the lights on or off. I wish it turned off, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. He argues that this is better than the CEO. I met the CEO and he said this is better than Air Doctor. And so far, Air Doctor and Blue Air are the top two. Let's see if this one can beat them. You can't just believe people with a blind eye. You have to test it. Today we're testing it to Shervin share his results with the air purifier test. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, X, and Strava at Shervin Shares. Because why not? I'm gonna share all the testing I do before I publish these videos on YouTube. What's also nice about this one and the Dyson is they have their own air quality monitors on them, and they actually tell you the PM 2.5 or PM 10 on the Dyson as well. So like this one has a green light when the air is clean, it turns red when the air is bad, so having that visual is kind of nice. The Dyson also does that in the center, it's just a little bit smaller. This is gonna be a tough one. All right, base PM 2.5 is at 5.8 ppm. Pretty standard. I think we're getting about 8 to 5 ppm on all these bad boys. All right, we ready? Final test, baby. Smoke me. Boom. Start. Oh, here it goes. Wow, this one's circulating air the most. You can just tell. Look at it go. Oh, it is one of the biggest ones, bigger ones for sure. 1000 ppm, so definitely dirty air. Visually, now let's see how long the Aware takes to show under 10 and under 0, or 1 to 0. This is showing 500 on the Jasper on the top, 166. It's showing 29 on the Jasper. 0. So it took a little bit longer than the Dyson overall, which is very interesting. But visually, it cleaned the air one of the faster ones. How fascinating. This is the Jasper air purifier. Power consumption for the Jasper is 67 to 69 watts. It uses about 0.87 amps. And to fully clean the air, it's still 0 kilowatts. What's interesting is the Jasper is the only one which hit 0 and has stayed at 0 on the Aware, whereas the other one's kind of like hit maybe 1, 2, and then shot up to 5. This one has been maintaining 0.
Now let's go inside and test how much noise these devices make while they're running.
All right, here's the room at dead silent. This is what the audio levels at dead silent of the room. So we're about 39, 40 decibels. This is the Koei. We're gonna see how loud it is. Ambient noise is 43 decibels. Cool, 40 to 71. Levoit, let's do this. I'm gonna do the 3. There's 3 modes on here, so we'll do each one. We'll start from 1 and go up to 3. So it maxes out at about 69 decibels. This is the Blue Air. It also has 3 levels. So let's see what it sounds like each one. So this one gets pretty loud, 74 decibels. The Dyson, it's on 10 for the fan speed. So the Dyson maxes out at about 59 decibels. Air Doctor, this is 4 speed modes. So let's see how loud it is. This one gets quite loud at 77 decibels. Jasper air filter. This is the Jasper air filter. It seems to start around 44 decibels. On the lowest level, there's 4 stages and goes all the way up to 77, 78, 79 decibels. It gets pretty loud on the maximum mode. Now, these are the final results. Review and see what I got for the 5 or 6 air filters that we tested. The quietest ones at the lowest setting seem to be Blue Air, Koei, and Jasper. At the highest setting, the Dyson was the quietest, but doesn't matter how loud and quiet it is if it's not able to clean the air. So I want to see how well was it able to clean the air. The fastest ones to get the smoke and the smog out of the air were the Blue Air, the Koei, the Air Doctor, and the Jasper. The Jasper won by 1 second. Obviously this was visually clean, so it's kind of based on like how much smoke I could see. Then the next stage was, can we get the PM 2.5 under 10 and then to 1 or 0. It looked like the Air Doctor was the fastest with 1 minute and 42 seconds, and under 1 ppm it was 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Only a few of the devices were able to actually get to 0. I think it was the Blue Air, the Air Doctor, and the Jasper. The Dyson, you know, it was one of the most expensive ones and it performed almost the worst out of every single one. I don't know, that's the one I think people think like, hey, Dyson high quality. Sometimes it's not the best quality, so keep that in mind. I use the Jasper. I think seeing how the Air Doctor performs, I might get one of those now. And I have the Koei and the Blue Air, so those two perform decently well too. In terms of energy consumption, the Air Doctor used the most amount of watts and amps. But it also cleaned the fastest, so it looks like energy is almost tied to how fast it can clean the air. And the least amount of energy was the Levoit, but that one also was very tiny, so it was extremely slow at cleaning the air. Yeah, in terms of pricing, I think the Air Doctor was probably the best quality with the price that it came with. The Dyson and the Jasper are pretty expensive. The Dyson took up way too much space for kind of the effectiveness and the space it took up. Not worth it. The Levoit was super tiny and it's probably good for like a small bedroom, but it's not something I would buy. Taking up space is very important. The Koei is super thin and slim and you can kind of put it up against the wall. I think that's the best one if you want to save money, have a decent air purifier, but you don't want to spend too much money and you don't want to take up too much space. If you want something extremely powerful, I would go with the Air Doctor probably, because that seemed to have worked the best. And it's also important to have auto detection. So the Air Doctor, the Jasper, and the Dyson, and some of the Koei and the Blueairs have auto detection where it detects when the bad air quality has arrived and it'll increase the speed of cleaning the air. So if you do buy an air purifier, I highly recommend getting kind of one of those. Let me know what I missed in this test, how I can improve this test. I want to run it again and be a little bit better at the seals, the science. So let me know in the comments below what you want to see in that future test. I do have affiliate links down below for all the products we tested. Click them, use my discount codes. Those help support the channel so we can keep making videos like this. It's at no cost to you and we make a little bit of commission. Turn on notifications, subscribe to see future videos. Follow me on all the socials at Shervin Shares. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.